opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now you look at this Saints defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play.
Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a Blackburn.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Montgomery. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. 1st and 10, here's Bennett. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Bennett back to the air on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Off play action. Here's Bennett. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In motion right, Olave. 4th down. Here's Bennett. That is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. The Texans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
29.
Here's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. 6-18. Again, it's Carr. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bennett now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Bennett looking to throw. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On a jet sweep, here comes Tony. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it was caught. Touchdown, Texans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jahmyr Gibbs. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Carr. This is Smith to the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. Goes right back to Smith again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flush to his right. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bennett now off play action. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He completes it to Olave. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibbs is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Wiggles free. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On play action, it's Carr. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Express 6:37.
From midfield, here's Carr. This ball deep for Tony. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Bennett with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Wow, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could.
There he goes left side.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston.
Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
4th down. Here's Bennett. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Bennett will try to throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off play action. Here's Bennett.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different...
And he's locked up, taken down, back at the 25. Preston Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Touchdown, Saints.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here's 2nd down. Carr to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Finding Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing his Carr.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st down. Carr.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
694.
Here's Carr.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Can I talk my... Come on. That other side. The Oakley way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. I'm Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne.
I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give truth. Put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every field stainless, I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have the rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, home made